Hachette Audio presents The John Lennon Letters. Edited and with an introduction written by Hunter Davies. Read by Christopher Eccleston and Allan Corduner. Forward read by Yoko Ono.
Forward. Under a cherry tree there's no stranger. A haiku by Issa, and its warmth reminds me of John. John Lennon never minced words in his letters. It quite often came with little wiggly drawings, and you knew he was sending his heart to a friend. In an age when most of us are getting more and more into arm's-length communications, it's a nice idea to send a piece of his thoughts expressed in his own handwriting to you and the universe. Hunter, you did good. Yoko.
Introduction. And this is Hunter Davies. The reaction of John Lennon to most things, whether joy or anger, fear or loathing, fun or fury, was to write it down. He responded with words, not just music. It was entirely natural for him to put pen to paper whenever he had an idea, a thought, or a desire to communicate. John Lennon lived and died in an era before computers, emails, tweets and twitters. Hence he handwrote or typed letters and postcards to his family, friends, fans, strangers, newspapers, organizations, lawyers, and the laundry. Most of his letters were funny, informative, campaigning, wise, mad, anguished, poetic. Sometimes they were heartbreaking. We know from his lyrics and his 2 books of poems, both still bestsellers, that he had a way with words. But his letters have, up to now, never been collected and published, and in many cases their very existence has remained unknown. This is mainly due to the laws of copyright, which, in the case of John's letters, is owned by Yoko Ono. I first met Yoko in 1967, when she asked me to appear in her Bottoms film. I declined, and later when I was working on the Beatles biography. Some years after, I mentioned that someone should start gathering together all John's letters, postcards and other such bits. Let the world see how amusing and interesting he could be. She wasn't keen at the time, thinking John's private letters might be too personal. In October 2010, Yoko came to London to be present at the unveiling of a blue plaque in Montague Square, where she had lived with John. She asked me to give a speech at the ceremony. The next day I had a long meeting with her and again brought up the subject of John's...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?